Hashimoto's disease. 5 foods you must avoid to heal. Hello, family. I want to speak to you today about a condition that affects millions of women, yet remains one of the most misunderstood diagnoses in modern medicine. I am talking about Hashimoto's thyroiditis. It is not just a thyroid problem. Perhaps you have been told by your doctor that your thyroid is slow. You've been given a pill, levothyroxine or Synthroid, and told to come back in 6 months. But deep down, you still feel exhausted. Your hair is still thinning. Your weight refuses to budge no matter how little you eat, and you feel a strange brain fog that clouds your thinking. My dear friends, the pill only replaces the hormone. It does not stop the war happening inside your body. You must understand one critical thing. Hashimoto's is not a thyroid disease. It is an autoimmune disease. It is an immune system problem. Your own body has identified your thyroid gland as an enemy and is attacking it. In Ayurveda, we look at the root cause. Why is the immune system confused? The answer almost always lies in the gut. We call this a disturbance of Agni, or digestive fire, leading to a condition known as leaky gut. When your gut lining is damaged, particles of food leak into your bloodstream. Your immune system sees these particles, gets angry, and launches an attack. Unfortunately, some of these foods look exactly like your thyroid tissue. This is called molecular mimicry. Today, I am going to share the 5 foods that are fueling this war. If you want to put your Hashimoto's into remission, you must remove these triggers from your plate. Food. 1. Gluten, the greatest imposter. The first and most important food to remove is gluten. I know this is difficult. We love our bread, our pasta, our chapatis. But for a Hashimoto's patient, gluten is like pouring gasoline on a fire. It destroys the fire. Here is the science. The molecular structure of gliadin, the protein found in wheat and gluten, is almost identical to the structure of your thyroid tissue. When you eat bread, these proteins leak through your gut. Your immune system creates antibodies to destroy the gluten. But because they look so similar, those same antibodies travel to your neck and start destroying your thyroid gland. It's a case of mistaken identity. Every time you eat a piece of toast, you are stimulating an attack on your own body that can last for months. Studies show that even a tiny amount of gluten can keep antibodies high for up to 6 months. In my practice, I have seen patients lower their TPO antibodies, that is the marker for the attack, by huge numbers, simply by going 100% gluten-free. Not 90%, 100%. Food. 2. Dairy, the mucus formers. The second trigger is dairy. In Ayurveda, dairy is considered heavy and mucus-forming. We call this kapha aggravante. When you have a sluggish metabolism, adding heavy, cold dairy is like putting wet logs on a dying fire. It suffocates the system. But biologically, the problem is a protein called casein. Just like gluten, casein can trigger inflammation in people with a sensitive immune system. Most cows today produce a 1-beta casein, which is highly inflammatory for the gut lining. If you have Hashimoto's, you are likely also struggling with lactose intolerance, even if you don't realize it. This constant irritation keeps your gut leaky, preventing the immune system from calming down. Try removing milk, cheese, and cream for 30 days. You will likely notice your sinus congestion clears up, your bloating disappears, and your energy returns. If you must have dairy, stick to ghee. Ghee is pure fat with no proteins, so it is usually safe and actually heals the gut lining. Food. 3. Soy, the hormone disruptor. The third food is often marketed as a health food, but for you, it is dangerous. That food is soy. Soy milk, tofu, edamame, and fake meats. The problem with soy is twofold. First, it contains goitrogens. These are compounds that block your thyroid from absorbing iodine. Iodine is the fuel your thyroid needs to make hormones. If you block the iodine, you starve the gland, and soy contains phytoestrogens. These mimic the hormone estrogen in the body. Many women with Hashimoto's already suffer from estrogen dominance. Adding soy to the mix creates a hormonal imbalance that stresses the thyroid even further. Do not be fooled by marketing. Fermented soy like miso might be okay occasionally, but processed soy protein is a strict no for thyroid patients. Food number 4, raw cruciferous vegetables, the hidden blockers. This next one confuses many people because these are vegetables. I am talking about the brassica family. Broccoli, cauliflower, kale, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts. But doctor, aren't vegetables good for me? Yes, they are wonderful. They're packed with fiber and antioxidants. But when eaten raw, they contain high levels of goitrogens, just like soy. If you were drinking a raw kale smoothie every morning thinking you are being healthy, you might actually be slowing down your thyroid function. The solution is simple. You don't have to avoid them completely, you just have to cook them. Steaming, boiling, or roasting these vegetables deactivates the goitrogens. In Ayurveda, we always recommend cooking vegetables with spices like turmeric, cumin, and ginger to make them easy to digest. So have your cauliflower, but please cook it first. Food number 5, sugar and artificial sweeteners. The final enemy is sugar. Hashimoto's is an inflammatory disease. Sugar is the #1 inflammatory food on the planet. It causes spikes in your blood sugar, which leads to spikes in cortisol, your stress hormone. High cortisol suppresses the conversion of thyroid hormones. It's a vicious cycle. You feel tired, so you crave sugar for energy. You eat the sugar, your thyroid slows down, and you feel even more tired. And please don't replace sugar with artificial sweeteners like aspartame or sucralose. These chemicals can alter your gut microbiome, killing the good bacteria that protect your immune system. If you need sweetness, use a little bit of monk fruit, stevia, or raw honey in moderation. The healing protocol: what to eat instead. Now that we have taken these away, you might be asking, Doctor, what can I eat? You must focus on anti-inflammatory nutrient-dense foods. First, focus on selenium. This is a miracle mineral for the thyroid. It helps lower antibodies. You can get your daily dose by eating just 2 or 3 Brazil nuts every day. Second, heal the gut with bone broth. It's rich in collagen and amino acids that seal the holes in your intestinal lining. If you're vegetarian, use aloe vera juice or slippery elm bark tea. Third, embrace healthy fats. Coconut oil, avocados, and olive oil. Your hormones are made from fat. If you eat a low-fat diet, you cannot make hormones. Conclusion: patience is key. My dear friends, healing an autoimmune condition is a journey. It doesn't happen overnight. The antibodies in your blood can take months to leave your system. But I promise you this: you have more power over your health than you think. Every time you lift your fork, you are making a choice. You are either feeding the disease or you are fighting it. Try this elimination diet for 90 days. Give your body a break from the attack. You will be amazed at how much lighter, clearer, and more energetic you feel. Listen to your body, treat it with love, and reclaim your health. If you found this video helpful, please share it with the women in your life. Let us heal our thyroids naturally. Stay healthy, stay blessed.